Me pacho de obey ni say oba subscribe it, ne share, ne like it, ne send the movie so enye bi share. Aha ye K sports. Me din ka culture the ye ka ho asem most pa ya sante kotoko because ye Kumase ana team papa ba ko a ewo Europe a ye ni di akire Barcelona.
It took one man to destroy one of the biggest football clubs in the world. In just 5 years, Josep Maria Bartomeu caused FC Barcelona's downfall by leaving them with 1.35 billion euros in debt, signing expensive signings who failed to live up to expectations, and losing big players like Lionel Messi, which quickly sent the club into hell. It all started with Sandro Rosé, the guy who planted the root that would later grow into Barcelona's downfall. Before Sandro Rosé, Joan Laporta was the president of FC Barcelona from 2003 to 2010. Barcelona thrived on a strong footballing identity, emphasizing youth development and a sustainable approach. The real trouble began in 2010 when Sandro Rosé became president. He changed how Barcelona thought about success. Instead of caring about winning matches and developing players, Rosé cared more about making money. For over 100 years, Barcelona kept their shirt clean. No sponsors, no logos, nothing. In 2006, they finally put something on it, the UNICEF logo. But Barcelona wasn't getting paid for this. Instead, they were paying UNICEF 1.5 million euros every year to help children around the world. This showed that Barcelona cared about more than just money.
For the first time in more than 100 years, the UNICEF logo will be worn by the legendary football club Barcelona.
We can really make a difference. And this is why we have decided to work with UNICEF.
Football Club Barcelona will donate at least $1.9 million to UNICEF every year for the next 5 years.
But Rosé changed all that in 2011 when he signed a deal with Qatar Foundation worth 30 million euros per year. The UNICEF logo got moved to the back of the shirt, and just like that, Barcelona's tradition was sold for quick money. This wasn't just about changing what was on the shirt. It showed that Barcelona was becoming a different kind of club, one that would do anything for money, even if it meant forgetting what made them special in the first place. The Neymar transfer in 2013 showed just how much Barcelona had changed. The club told everyone they paid 57 million euros for the Brazilian star, but this was all a lie. The real cost was 86 million euros, which Barcelona had tried to hide by making secret payments to Neymar's family and creating hidden deals that helped the club's president and other officials make money. When people discovered these lies, everyone was mad. Spanish authorities started investigating, and the scandal was so bad that President Rosé had to quit in 2014. But the Neymar deal wasn't the only problem. Rosé also started ignoring their youth academy called La Masia. In the past, under coach Pep Guardiola, Barcelona's best players came from this academy. Players like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets and Pedro all grew up learning Barcelona's style of football. But Rosé didn't care about developing young players anymore. He just wanted to buy expensive stars from other teams, and because of this, fewer young players were making it to Barcelona's first team. However, Barcelona was still winning games during that time, but behind the scenes, everything was falling apart. They were spending too much money, making bad decisions, and losing their identity. By the time Rosé quit in 2014, the damage was already done. He had created problems that his replacement Bartomeu would make even worse. Rosé planted the seed of Barcelona's problems, and under Bartomeu, that seed grew into a disaster that nearly destroyed the club. This is where it begins. Josep Maria Bartomeu, the man who would take Barcelona's problems and turn them into a full-blown disaster. When he became president in 2014 after Rosé quit, Barcelona fans hoped for change, but instead they got something much worse. Bartomeu wasn't new to the club. He'd been working closely with Rosé, learning all the wrong lessons about how to run Barcelona. While fans dreamed of returning to their football-first philosophy, Bartomeu was more interested in making money than making history. At first, everything seemed fine. In 2015, Barcelona won everything: La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. Their attacking trio of Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, MSN, was terrorizing teams across Europe. Fans were celebrating, and Bartomeu was looking like a genius. Behind the trophies and celebrations, Bartomeu was making decisions that would eventually break the club. He spent money like a drunk tourist in Las Vegas, buying expensive players without any real plan, offering crazy salaries, and ignoring the warning signs that Barcelona was heading for trouble. The worst part, he had the perfect chance to fix things. Barcelona was making more money than ever before. But instead of using this money wisely, Bartomeu and his team kept making bigger and more expensive mistakes that would soon come back to haunt the club. Everything really started falling apart for Barcelona in the summer of 2017. This was when Neymar decided to leave. Behind the scenes, Neymar wasn't happy. He was tired of being seen as just Messi's teammate and wanted to be the main star at a different club. That's when Paris Saint-Germain saw their chance and paid 222 million euros to sign Neymar, which was considered the most expensive transfer in football history. Barcelona couldn't do anything about it because this was Neymar's release clause, a fixed price in his contract that allowed him to leave if any club paid it.
Me bacho de obeye say oba subscribe ne share ne like ne send the movie so enye bi share. Aha K Sports me madinka culture die ye ka ho asem most pa ya sante kotoko because ye Kumase ana team papa ba ko a ewo Europe ye ni di e kire Barcelona